Hello, dear students. I hope you are fine once again. Amanat Ali here to teach you writing. Today we are at page 136. It is Unit 6 of Level 3. The topic of our writing today is writing an analysis essay or analytical essay. So, like you are familiar with essay writing, we have introductory paragraph, we have body paragraphs, and we have the concluding paragraph. So in an analysis essay piece of writing, the writer carefully examines the topic by breaking down into smaller parts. So like body paragraph and explain the things. So the main important thing is stating a reason and giving example. So the when you are asked to write an analysis essay, you give an state a reason and give an example. For example, stating a reason and give an example. Someone asks you, you say, I don't help strangers. Yeah, so this is the reason. So you state a reason you don't help stranger. Someone asks you why. Because I don't feel safe. So this is the reason I don't help stranger because I don't feel safe. Then you give examples why do you don't feel safe. uh, they might be some criminal. Yeah, might be some criminal. So sorry, might be there might be some criminals. So we can have another example. People don't help people. Sometimes people are busy, sometimes people don't feel safe, sometimes people assume different things. So we give reasons and examples to write an analytical essay. For example, if we move down, this statement is for giving example. Some people don't know their neighbors very well. Yeah, some why there are different reasons. People don't know the reason. The first topic sentence or reason one is might not see each other often. We don't see each other often. Example, they work so much. This is example why they don't see each other, or they prefer not to spend much time outside, so we don't see our neighbors. Then he's giving reason 2 or topic sentence 2. Another reason is they make the wrong assumption about their neighbor. Sometimes people make wrong assumption about the people. They think the neighbor are unfriendly, and for example we assume about people so that our neighbors are not friendly or they are not good. Example, they assume their neighbors are not interested being friends. There are certain phrases that signal the example. For example, if you want to give example, we use the words like for example, for instance. Also we can say like, such as, and different things. When we give reason, we use the word because. Yeah, because is often used to show the reason. I cannot help you because I'm also busy. Yeah, someone you can give it because they don't feel safe themselves. They don't think they can help someone else. So reason. If you are writing because in the beginning of the sentence, you have to put comma in the middle. I mean after the first phrase or first clause, you have to write the comma. But if you are using because in the middle, so don't need to put comma. We will move to the next page, and here we will see the model paragraph. Why we don't help people. Read the model analysis essay, underline the thesis statement. As you know, the thesis statement is the main idea of the paragraph. So here the writer gives the background information. We see people who need help at time, all the time, anytime. It is a friend or family member, but other time it is a complete stranger, maybe a tourist is lost and need direction, or maybe someone car stopped working, or worse yet, maybe we see a car accident and the driver is injured. In all those moments we have to ask ourselves whether or not to help that person. We don't know. Often the decision is made in a matter of second, and we have little time to think things through. On many occasions, people might decide not to help stranger if in need of number of reasons. So this is the thesis statement, number of reasons why people don't help each other. Okay, then we have to move to the activity B and read the paragraph according to the task. Complete the graphic organizer with information from the essay and the activity A. Situation. What is the situation? Yes, the situation is the people we don't help. So the situation is might be we don't help stranger. Reason in paragraph 2. Okay, let's move to paragraph 2. One reason is that we might too busy to help. So reason is this one, might too busy to help. You have to write here paragraph 3 what is the reason, and he is giving examples, so you have to fill it with the example, right? mm, Too busy to help, you have to, for example, people might not stop help a stranded driver on the side of the road because they are in hurry to get to work. People are in hurry, for instance. He's giving another reason, so you have to write two examples here. Then paragraph 3, we have to find out the reason and write the reason here, right? Let's move to paragraph 3. It's second of all, people may not help in certain situations because they don't feel safe. What is the second reason? That they don't feel safe. So also you need to write yes, the examples are already written. Don't help neighbor who scream in the middle of the night. Don't stop fight on the street or sidewalk. Then we need to move to paragraph 4 and find out the reason. Finally, we might not help others because we assume they can help themselves. We assume so they can help themselves. Then you have to find two examples, for example and for instance, or and write here in the given box and show it to your teacher during the online session. Okay, after finishing activity B, let's move to task C. Read the model analysis essay on page 140. Read the model analysis essay. Choose the best example for the reason in each body paragraph. Right? Read the model analysis essay on page. For example, this one is read the model. These are four. We have 4 model essay, and the examples are given on page 140. Right? It is estimated that over 1 million people volunteer overseas each year. Many of these volunteers travel thousands of miles to other countries all across Africa, Asia, and Latin America. They experience foreign culture and visit beautiful places. However, volunteering in a foreign country is not just for the fun of international travel. In fact, people volunteer overseas for several important reasons. So this is the paragraph, and here we have the there are 6 paragraphs, but and we have to match the example. For example, a volunteer teacher. No, he's not talking about teach. For instance, having time to talk with people, ride a bicycle, or to long walk. He's not talking about this in the first paragraph. For example, volunteer may try different food, and the way having fun, they will work and form friendship with people who think and do think differently. For instance, they often teach mathematics in English. So this is not, I think this is the reason. For example, volunteer may try different food because he is talking about it is different countries. Volunteer foreign countries, not just also talk about several reasons. So this one, so you have to read the rest of the paragraphs from the books and match it with the examples. So you will see different examples. So you have to write choose this 4 paragraphs, and we have 4 examples here. So you have to read the paragraph and match with the example. I have done this one for you. When you finish it, you should send it to your teacher during the online session or during the face-to-face class. Now let's move to activity D. Read the sentence, underline the reason, add commas if needed. Underline the reason. Yes, for example, reason because the witnesses didn't feel responsible, they did nothing to help. Yes, because the witness didn't feel responsible, so this is the reason you have to underline. Because our brain have mirror neurons, we can feel what other feel because our brain have mirror neuron. So here, as you know, if we are using because in the beginning of a sentence, then we put comma after the first clause. Yeah, the scientists performed an experiment because they wanted to prove their theory. The scientists performed an experiment. So the reason because they wanted to prove their theory. So you have to underline this. You have to read the next remaining sentences and underline the reason and put comma if necessary, and you can display your answer to your teacher during the online session. Then we will move to grammar portion. That is, grammar today is gerund and infinitive. As you know, you have studied before gerund. What is gerund and what is infinitive? Infinitive is, okay, let me tell you and give you some examples. Yes, for example, I like swimming. Yeah, and another example of reading is the best activity. Yeah, okay. And so for example, if you look at this, here we see reading, read v1 plus ing, reading, right? So it is used as noun. Swimming, it is also used as I like swimming, it is also used as noun. Okay, for example, if you say I decide to visit Riyadh next week. Yes, to visit. Here if you see to visit, so this is to visit, this is infinitive, right? As you know, infinitive is the v1, but before that 2 plus v1, I decide to visit, so this one is infinitive, and it also function as noun. Yeah, so swimming, when it is v1 plus ing, this is called gerund. So both function as noun, but the form is different. Okay, let's move. Gerund or gerund can be subject of a sentence, or gerund subject always takes a singular verb. Helping is easier. Yeah, helping is, swimming is, being altruistic mean. Gerund follow certain verb. Here are some of the verbs that gerund follow. For example, if we are using word avoid, discuss, after that we use gerund. Gerund mean ing form, verb plus ing. For example, he avoids smoking. We discuss writing. Enjoy, I enjoy swimming. I go shopping. Quit smoking. I consider swimming a tough exercise. He dislike writing. Finish, then ing, practice. So after these verbs we use ing form in gerund, and gerund as a noun. Okay, then we will move to next. In infinitive is 2 plus base form, as we have already talked about. Can also function as noun, so it also function as noun. Infinitive follows certain verb, so if we have these verb agree, after that we use infinitive. Decide, hope, yes, he agrees to meet us. Decide, I decide to take part in marathon days. Hope, I hope to join the class. Plan, wait, appear, forget, learn, seem, want. So when we are using these verb, after these verb we use the infinitive, mean v1 2 plus v1. So let's move to the next page and solve the exercise. Complete each sentence with gerund phrase. Gerund, you know, gerund mean use the word in parentheses. Understanding, ing, verb 1 plus ing. For example, understand human behavior. Understanding human behavior is not always easy. Second one, help other people is part of human nature. You can make verb by adding ing, make gerund. Helping other people, same is the case you have to do with the rest of the sentences. 3, 4 and 5. Donate is a verb, so when it is e at the end we drop e and add ing. Same is the case with e, last e we will not mean use like using. No, we will drop e and same thing. Okay, then when you finish it you have to move to activity B. Task B, complete each sentence with a verb plus a gerund. Okay, for example, dislike, verb exercising. Yeah, quit eating. Now first the verb and then we have gerund. Ahmad consider move to Riyadh but he decided to stay in Jeddah. Consider moving. So you have to solve the complete exercise 4, 5 and 6 in this way and show it to your teacher during the class. Complete each sentence with the gerund or an infinitive. Here we have to choose a gerund or an infinitive, but before that we should see if the verb, after the verb, if we are going to use, you have to see here this list and use accordingly. For example, I hope to go. Musa wants, yeah, to visit his friend. Yeah, you should practice to speak or speaking. You have to see, you should practice speaking Spanish every day. So you have to solve this exercise according to the knowledge you have learned in the session, and you can fill this exercise, complete this exercise, and you can share with your teacher during the online session. Thank you so much for your time and for watching video. See you again. Thank you.